In this video, we're going to look at 5 things I wish I knew before I started transitioning. Hi, I'm Luca and welcome to boneitch. If you're new here, welcome. I make weekly videos about what it's like to live as a trans person with ADHD and Tourette. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing and join our little club. So I'm trans and I'm about 3.5 years on T and 3 years post-top surgery. About 6 years ago, I started the process of figuring out my gender identity. And boy, was I scared. There are so many things I wish I could tell my younger self now. So if you are at the start of your transition or just beginning to figure all of this out, this video is made for you. And if you yourself are a bit further in your transition, what are the kind of things that you would tell your younger self? Leave a comment below if you want to. Don't worry, I'll start. So these are 5 things I wish I knew before I started transitioning. Number 1, it's okay to doubt. And I think it's actually a good thing. And it's normal. Of course, there are trans people that just know, that have always known. But I think for most of us, it's not that black and white. It's just a lingering feeling that something's wrong, but you don't know what. And then you start to wonder, could it be? Could I be? And then you become more sure. And then you start to doubt again. Start having existential questions like, what even is gender? How can you know for sure? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm faking it? And I think it's good to ask these questions. And I think it's good to talk about them. Talk about them in gender therapy or with other trans people in real life or online. I think there's sometimes a kind of taboo on the idea of having doubts. And that shouldn't be, because it's normal to doubt this. This is a very big thing. It's a scary enough process as it is. And you don't have to do this alone. 2, some people in your life are going to need time. By the time you've come to the point that you're ready to come out to people, you've already gone through an entire process of accepting this. And the moment you tell other people, they might need some time, even though that can be painful, and it's okay that that's painful, but allow them to come to terms with this. People will surprise you, really. The people that are willing to do the work to stay in your life, they will do the work and it will be okay. Number 3, you too should take your time. Don't rush this. I know that the moment you know that you're ready for this, every step feels like waiting and waiting, and it feels like an eternity. But when you look back at it, it will go by so fast, strangely enough. And it's a unique experience that you're going through. So slow down and try to not rush into anything. Transitioning is a marathon, not a sprint. And when you approach it like a sprint, it'll burn you down. You're not any less of a valid trans person because of which point in your transition you are. You're good enough as you are right now, and it's only going to get better. Just slow down, enjoy the ride. Number 4, picking a name is hard. It's really hard. I already struggle naming a pet, let alone naming myself, and I went through many names. And I did the Starbucks trick that you go to Starbucks and you just use a different name every single time so you can kind of hear how you feel about it when they call it out. I did do it at the exact same Starbucks every single time though, so those people must have thought that there was something really wrong with me. But even then, at some point, I picked my name, and even still, like right now, I'll see another name and I'll be like, oh, I should have picked that one. But you'll get used to your name. It'll settle. It's It's not easy. It's a process, and it's okay to go through different names, try different ones. That's fine. It's hard. It's such a personal thing to pick your name. But yeah, it'll work out. Take your time. And then, number 5. At some point, things will calm down. They'll become normal again. At this point, you might be going through a lot of fear, and everything's just so much. And it's hard to imagine that at some point, this will become normal life, and you can just be as you are. But that will happen. Things will be okay, and you'll be okay. You'll be fine. It gets better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're okay. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know, leave a comment. I love talking to you all. And I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.